My interpreter went and started talking to them through the window of the taxi, and they spoke for a couple of minutes, and then I saw them suddenly hand something to the interpreter and their car sped off. So my interpreter was standing on the road very bemused, and then he came back towards me and he showed me this tape and he said, "They say this is a tape of Saddam Hussein and it was made this morning." So we then had to listen to the cassette in my driver's car because nobody has cassette tapes anymore. And as we listened to it, it became more and more interesting, and by the time we'd finished listening to it, we knew that what we had was either a very valuable recording or else a very good hoax. The tape's about 40 minutes long. It's a monologue. It's one man apparently reading. You hear pages turning occasionally. You hear a glass of water being raised and put down again. The voice is tired. I've played the tape to over a dozen Iraqis, including one who was an acquaintance of Saddam Hussein in the old days. Another was a criminal judge. Another was a professor of criminal law. Virtually all of them were strongly of the opinion that it was probably, if not certainly, Saddam Hussein on the tape. We also have run an early, quite poor quality copy of the recording through voice analysts in Melbourne, and they came back yesterday with a figure of 70 to 80% probability that it is the voice of Saddam Hussein. There are indications on the tape that it was made certainly after Saddam disappeared. The voice on the tape he blames the Americans for the looting of the Iraqi National Museum, which occurred in those first days after the fall of Baghdad. There's also a very interesting reference. He talks on the tape of how the people of Iraq spontaneously celebrated my birthday on April 28th. Now, the people of Iraq did not spontaneously celebrate Saddam Hussein's birthday last week, but there was, interestingly, reports on the media. The Americans that day in Fallujah, west of Baghdad, opened fire on a crowd of people, killing 15. In disputed circumstances, the crowd say it was a protest about the Americans occupying a school, but interestingly, the Americans' first response was to claim that this was a hostile crowd which had been celebrating Saddam Hussein's birthday. So there's a chance that perhaps whoever made the tape, whoever that was responding to that incident.